Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is Wednesday's Midweek Makings. Now, it looks like I might be having some video issues, so everything seems to be going out okay, but I'm not getting the feedback that I should be getting through from YouTube. So YouTube may be having some issues. Let me refresh that. It's probably going to be the safest way of doing things. Refresh my page just to make sure everything is going through as it should. It is saying YouTube is not receiving enough video. Oh, now it seems to be back okay, so maybe it is all right. If it is okay and you haven't been having any trouble, then I apologise for mentioning it. If it has been a problem and you can't see this, then it doesn't matter because you can't see this. Anyway, in the chat tonight, we've got Lynn, we've got Mark, Muse, who else? Gemma, Quantum Man's here as well. Muse, Mark, Steve131. That seems to be everybody that I can see in chat at the moment. So hello to all of you. If you are watching and not joining in the live chat, then you should be, because that's where all the fun things happen. I'm going to go down to the bench and we'll see what's been happening. Actually, before I do that, I'll bring up the little picture-in-picture of the bench so you can still see me and my Lego shirt. It's a Legosaurus, you know. And what I'm going to be doing. So I should do that down there. Let's see. Everyone chatting in chat, just saying hello and things, so nothing much happening there. YouTube tried to eat the video, but it's okay now, says Muse. Thank you for letting me know. Do let me know as and when there are any problems, because I can't always tell. When I'm doing this, I'm just down here and looking at what I'm sending out. I can't always follow exactly what YouTube are receiving or what it's sending back out to you guys. So do let me know if there's any audio or video issues. Other than that, talk amongst yourselves, or have fun. If you do have questions or observations or chat messages that you need me to get, then use the Facebook, the YouTube chat thing. If you put it in capital letters, there's a good chance I'll see it. If you use the @GrossModels, then there's an even bigger chance I'll see it. If you want to use the super chat option, then there's very little chance that I'll miss it. But yes, this is what I'm going to be doing this week. It's a continuation of last week's build, the Marvel Studios Iron Man from Lego. It's the Lego Arts range, which are big tiles. There's these large plates which are affixed in series to make a giant picture, like that one. Not like that one. That's the top third of this Iron Man picture. All done last week on this very live stream. With lots of little circular Lego discs. So I shall put that away for now, and we'll get that back out at the end of this week's build, because this week we're going to be building the middle section. There's 9 tiles. That was the top 3. Next up is the next 3. So I don't need those 2 at the moment. Let's put them over there out of the way. That's the one we're going to be doing. This is the picture that I am doing. As you can tell, that was the top section of that. So today we're doing this bit, and then that bit, then that bit. That's the plan anyway. And then next week I shall return and do the shoulder area. So I flicked ahead. It shows you basically what it's going to look like. You need to put 3 little connecting pieces down there. And that's the tile that you're doing, obviously how it fits into the overall everything. And that is the 1-to-1 scale picture of what it looks like. So the first one is mainly black and blue. So I've previously opened all the bags, because obviously you need to open the bags to be able to put them together. Let me get out 3 of the connecting pieces. Now I'll do those first, because it says to do those first, really. Then I don't need that until I need 3 more of them for the next bit, I think. We'll put those in the bottom, like it says, 1 either end, and 1 in the middle. Doesn't really matter, because they're all just connecting together, but that's that. And now the next thing is to make that look like that. So what I've done from last week and opening all the bags, I conveniently wrote on them the numbers. There's a 12 on there, because that's that one. You could do it just by matching up the colours, which is what I did last week, but I thought while I'd open them, I might as well put the numbers on the bag. Then it'd be easier. So what I'm going to do is put one of those down there, because that's where it goes. Then I also need a 13 to go next to it. And that's all the difficult stuff for this particular tile. The rest of it is 1s and 5s, isn't it? So I've got the bag of ones and the bag of fives and all the other bags that I opened last week, which I shall move off to one side. And just worry about these two for now. Let's see who's here. Colin's here, Festus 67's workshop, and Scott's also here, the Junk Works. Another couple of mods coming along to help out. Also Harry Potter, says Lynn. Why, what? Athel's here, says hello from beautiful Aberdeen. Muse is waving still. Someone said something about having one of these. Muse says, I totally almost bought this. I saw it at the local bookshop. $120 US. Yeah, they're not cheap. And they want you to buy 3 of them. The reasoning behind buying 3 of them, it makes a big picture. I mean, that's obviously life size. In this one kit, you can make any of those. You can't make all 3 at once. You can make either one. I'm doing this one. I think that's probably my favourite. So I don't really like the Hulkbuster suit. It's just a bit lumpy to me. So I'm building that one. And then at some point, I think I'll probably take it apart and build it again as that one. But they want you to buy all 3. Because if you buy all 3, then there's enough parts in there to create a bigger picture using all 3, which I don't remember. They show you it somewhere. It might be just after that. Let's say instructions for A, B, and C. No. This is just the first one, obviously. No. Must be at the back. Let's have a look and show you before I get too into it. Showing you how to put all the frames together. There we go. If you have 3 of them, it says, you can build that. You can get the instructions for it online from Lego themselves and connect 3 together. So that's 1. So this is going to be a massive picture, and it's a nice, different, dramatic pose that you can have for the 3. So that's the end result, is to get 3 of those. But you know, ideally, I'd like to have the 2. Not worried about the Hulkbuster suit, as I say. The 2 would be good, and then obviously if I get a 3rd one, I can take them apart and build the big one. So yeah. Muse says, no way in hell would I take it apart once done. Yeah, but then you'd have to get 6 of them to have all of that and this and stuff. But you know, yeah. Everyone's sorting. Shane's here. Pascal's here. Sprue and Glue's here. Popped in to give a like and gone. Goodbye. Oh, thank you for coming in and thank you for the like. If you do like the videos, do click on the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm to suggest my videos to other people that might enjoy them as well. Pascal's gone and work on his Lego space shuttle. Have you not finished that yet? You were doing that ages ago. We've got some new Lego at work too, Venom and some others, says Muse. Cool. Dad's here, scaling models. Hello, Dad. Welcome. I like the 3 panels, says Muse. Yes, I do like the 3 panel, but as you say, each one is $100 odd. So by my maths, that makes it 360 US dollars by the looks of my maths for that. So yeah, it's a bit steep. But you could buy, you know, one and build this up, and then, you know, next birthday, anniversary, whatever, you buy another one and build that up, and then you've got 2 nice pictures as a, you know, as nice pictures. And then if you should get the 3rd one, then you can take them apart and build it up as the big 3. So you know, it's more of an investment than. It's not an investment because it's not going to be worth anything afterwards. But you know, Pascal's doing 1 bag a day, otherwise he'd finish in no time. And that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, that's like this. I'm doing as the live stream rather than just, you know, sitting down and piling through all of it, because I could obviously very easily just sit and finish it all off. But yeah. Let's have a look. Lynn has still got the Lego space shuttle in a box, hoping to do it live with James, apparently. Cool. Oh, dropping all the bits. So yeah, the first panel, like the first panel last week, was relatively easy. being that it's just 2 colours. It was the other 2 that really slowed me down, because it was using, I think the middle one used all but one of the colours or something throughout the build. So that was quite challenging. You says I have to get a pic of the aisle end tonight and to show the new ones. Yeah, I mean, you can always put a pic in the gross group, and then tomorrow night on the stream I can show it off to the world. Right, this is the 3rd line down. So I know from your view it looks like I'm not looking at the 3rd line down, I'm looking at the 4th or the 5th. But honestly, it is the 3rd one that I've actually got lined up just above the top line. So I can do that. Then there's a whole load of 5s. Then from the other end we've got 1, then a gap, and then 2 more of these. So that's all the black for the 3rd line. Then I can continue on with another one. Colin, I wasn't sure. Are you and Fox doing a stream later on? I know you were talking about it on Monday, but it doesn't seem to have appeared as an upcoming stream on your channel. So let us know. Obviously, feel free to promote and pimp away. If you're not, then that's also fine. But so if you are, let us know. Right, let's do the. Oh, I've got my finger in the blues. Let's do the blues for the next one. That's 2 gaps, and then a blue. 2 gaps, then a blue. Then blues across to there. 1 on the end. 2 gaps, and then 2 more. That one and that one. Oh, by the way, I know it's when I've nearly dropped that bit. There were 3 bits that I dropped last week, and I found each and every one of them. So we'll see how we do this week, if I manage to not drop any or beat the record of 3. And hopefully I found them all. So, yeah. Colin's just about to message Fox about it. Did you forget? Did he? He's forgotten. I know Fox has forgotten because, you know, it's been more than 10 seconds since the conversation. So Fox will have forgotten. But, yeah. Right, let's fill in the blacks on this one. That one, one more. So 2 colours is really easy. That was that one. Next line down, I need. Oh, it's quite easy. There's 2 at this side. Then there's a load of gaps, and then it starts there and goes right the way along to the end. So let's move this round here. Start doing this like this. Popping them on there, but two-handed Legoing. Dual-wheeled Legos. So, how have you all been this week? If you missed the eModels stream on Monday, you might be unaware that I've had a poorly arm because I had my first COVID vaccination. It didn't cause any problems, so a little bit of a sore arm for a few days, but that's almost perfectly okay again now. Then I just got to wait around for another month or 2, or possibly 3, until I get the shout to go and do the next version of it. So yeah, just waiting around time now. For that, there's 1 black. I'm doing blue though, so I need to do 1 there. I can't pick it up anymore. 1 there. That's that one. Then that is also blue, and all the other ones in between, and then blacks on the rest of that line. Cool. Army Warmy still saucy warsy, says Colin. It's fine, really. Look, not even a sling. I'm using both hands and everything. Yeah. I drop something every time I'm building, says Steve131. Dropping things is part of the Lego experience. I think if you don't drop stuff occasionally, you're not doing it properly. Much more laughter to come later then, says Gemma to Colin. It's if they're doing a stream. I don't know, what did you... I know you didn't really discuss much, but did you decide what you were going to be doing? Or just the general get-together stream time? missed out on finding out any information about it. I assume that's probably what you're going to be messaging him about now, to find out what you're going to do, if you're going to do it. That's that. 2. Gap of 1, then 2 more. Dropping it up the top doesn't count. It's only when you drop it on the floor that it counts. Then at the end we've got 1 gap, then 1. We're already like a third of the way through. As I say, the 2 colours is really easy. Shane's here. Sorry, I was making a cuppa. Don't say that word. I get in trouble every time someone mentions making a cuppa. I don't know why, but, you know. That's that, and that's that one. Steve says he had a sore arm when he had his in February. Yeah. Doesn't last long, though. It's all fine. 2 of them, and then 2 of these. 3 of these, rather. 2, 3. Yep, and there's 2 blacks, and then 2 blues. Then 3 blacks, and at the other end we've got 1 black, then 3 blues. 3, although that doesn't match up, because that gives me 4. What have I done right? Oh, there's 2 blacks in the middle there, so that one needs to go there instead. Right, let's fill in the gaps with these. Put those in there, and that is about halfway. It seemed to be about half an hour a tile, although, as I say, the first one was quicker because it was a lot easier with just playing around with 2 colours rather than 15 of the things. But none of it's terribly difficult. Right, that was that one. So let's see, that was there. So now we're on that one. Let's go from the bottom upwards now, I think. So what have we done? That was the 5, 5. That was the 1, 5, 5, 5. So now we need 1, 1. 5, 5, 5. This goes back to the slightly different way of building it, in that doing it in a line going between the 2 colours rather than blocking it out by sight. I think I find it easier to do that when it's above and below rather than the other way. So that was 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 2 more 1s. Chaos says, I would say man up, Chris, but I have phobia of needles and dreading it, despite everyone telling me it'll be fine. Plus, we all know Gemma's wears the trousers. Something about a cuppa, says Gemma. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about a cuppa, no. I'm busy being pretty on the internet. I can't make tea. Yes, the injection itself was no problem at all. It was. I don't know if it was just particularly the guy that gave it to me was particularly good, or it is just a very, very tiny needle. It's literally, you know it's there, but you don't really care that it's there. It's not, it takes a fraction of a second to do. By the time you register, that's a sticky needle. It's done. So yeah, don't worry yourself about it. It's not worth getting stressed over. I know it doesn't help with phobias, but in the same way saying just man up and get over it doesn't help. But yeah, it really is. That's all the blues for that one. I know I was going to say I was doing it a different way, but they just look like big batches in there rather than 2s and 3s. So it's just easier for me to do a certain number of them. So how's everybody else been during the week? Have you all been fine? I have, of course, been back at work this week. Today being a day off anyway. But I was back on Monday and Tuesday. It was busy. A lot of people coming in. Socially distanced and mask wearing and stuff. But busier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be fairly busy, but not quite like it was. It just seemed manic. And of course, big queues for certain shops and hairdressers and stuff. So yeah, I don't get it. I mean, yes, it's nice to be able to get back out and, you know, shops being open and go and visiting and things. But do you really need to rush out on the first day? I don't like shopping at the best of times. I think I've done one too many of them. I have. That one needs to move across one. And there's a 5 in the middle there. I don't like shopping. So the thought of, you know, going out shopping and knowing that there's just going to be queues and queues of people everywhere anyway would be a red flag to me, and like, just leave it till another day. But the fact that, you know, there is still a pandemic going on and people are still, you know, having a distance, and it's all a bit more problematical for people, just leave it a couple of days. Next week will be fine. We've been locked up long enough that, you know, another week isn't going to make any difference in a big way to anybody, is it? So, yeah, it just seems very strange. I'm just going to do these 2 down here as well to make sure I know which line I'm dealing with and how everything is working, which I'm quite happy with that. That seems to be all right. So this is going to be 5, then all the ones, 1 on the other end, and then loads going across. So I've got 4 blacks to go in there. That's it. So I fill up the rest of those with blue. Really getting there. Ethel says, don't mind getting a jab when they ask for blood out. Oh no way, that's mine, it's staying mine. Yeah, I'm not one for going to the doctors anyway. I just generally don't. I very rarely have need to, and, you know, I'd rather not. But yeah, any medical procedure that involves doing harm, just, I wouldn't say fills me with dread, but it doesn't sound right to me. It sounds sort of, you know, medieval and bloodletting and stuff. So yeah, the whole we can make you feel better, but first we've got to cut you. Don't like the idea of. I'm sure it's all fine, and, you know, but yeah, I'm just waiting for the proper Star Trek days to come along when they just point a thingy at you and it diagnoses you and fixes you and everything's okay. That doesn't count as a droppage because it didn't go on the floor. What I'm doing now, in case you got confused, I'm putting in the black ones because I can see where they're going now. It's a batch of them going that way, like that. The other side is a little bit more complex, but we'll get there. So at the end of that one, there's a gap of 1, then there's 2 going down, like that. Then there's 2 going up, like that. Then there's 2 going down, like that. Then there's 1 more just going across, right? Then we've got 2 going up, then a gap, then 1 at the top. And this one is a batch of 4 going down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. And that leaves a gap for a blue one at the bottom. So all the rest of these are blue. I'll get them done. Then we can move on to the second, more interesting tile. Now, I did drop that one. It didn't go down, but I don't know where it went. Did anyone catch the direction it went in? If not, I'll find it later, no doubt. Oh, it did go down, but it only went down a little way. So there we go. Found it. Doesn't count. Chaos says, seen photos of people in Nottingham standing in massive queues to get into Primark. Yeah, Primark in my hometown did have a big queue outside it during the day. Apparently people were queuing at midnight just to get a pint. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, pubs were open for serving in the gardens or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm never one for going out to the pub anyway. But I get the, you know, you've not been allowed to do it for months. And, you know, local businesses need your support and all this. But why rush out the day of, the night of, the minute of it being allowed? Just leave it a bit. Go the next week. Yeah. People, eh? You know. Yeah. Anything happening? Gemma's saying that we had our 25th anniversary on the 6th, and her birthday's coming up too. Yeah, Gemma's birthday is on Friday, in fact. Yeah. Lynn says, "Can we not talk about jabs? I don't like them, and I work at a hospital." Yeah, that's yeah. we'll finish talking about that now. It's fine. Right, let's calm along. Yep, everyone's saying there's still support for delivery purchases. Yeah, I mean they still need your support next week as well. Not that you can't go next week if you've already been this week, but yeah, it all just seems a bit, yeah. Right, last one, going in there, like that. So that now looks exactly like that, except in colour without the numbers on it. So the next one, oh, it's all gold. It's the central one of all of them. Now this says not to put this anywhere yet, so I shall put that to one side, over there. We'll see how they look together with it in the next bit. Next up is that one. I'm going to have a quick drink before I get onto that one, because, you know. Right, I need more connecting pieces. This one needs 6 of them, because we've got 3 in the bottom to connect up the bottom set, and 3 on the left. Actually, I'll make that the left. There we go. Then I'll just do the 3 in the bottom. So the 3 on the left are going to connect it to the other one that we've just done. And these 3 on the bottom will connect it to the bottom row next week. So that's that. I will need 3 more of those. Actually, probably 6 more of those, because I need 3 there and 3 across there as well. Now, this is where it gets more challenging and more interesting and more how to do it. I'm going to do the 5s first, because I've got these out here. And they're just on this left-hand side. So if we go 4 down and then put 3 of them going down. That's that. Then the 3rd one up is also blue. Then we've just got 2 more to put in there. Going across there. Right, then the blacks we've got basically filling in that chunk there. And some more, oh no, 15 different, just those there. Right. YouTube is apparently not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. But it is. But it isn't, apparently. But yeah, so apologies if you're having any issues tonight. My streaming software is saying that it's providing all the details that it should, and there aren't any dropped frames or any problems like that. So I don't know why YouTube is saying it's having problems. But if you do have trouble, click and refresh and, you know, come back and join us live. But unfortunately, it's beyond my ability to fix. Right, there we go, that's that. So that's those 2 bags dealt with for this panel. I don't think we need them for the next one either. There might be some on the far right, but I don't think there is. So let's see, I've got some 12s to do on this, so let's do those next. There's again none over on the right hand side, there's a few round here. So if we do those 3 from the top, I like the way that these pictures are designed and created. I suppose it's the sort of thing you could quite easily do yourself just by taking a picture and pixelizing it down to whatever resolution you actually need. But from there, you wouldn't be able to tell, well, I certainly wouldn't be able to tell what that was meant to be a picture of. So, yeah, it's very well done. Right, under those 12s, there is a 13, so I'm going to put that one in now first as well. There's a couple more 13s to do. There's one down there. And one, again, another night's move away from that down there. Then there's 2 14s below it, and then 2 more 13s. So again, like doing the diamond art pictures, obviously how you build it is entirely up to you in each direction. If you want to do each colour first, do the entire tile of one colour, and then come back and do more. Or if you want to do line at a time, picking each colour out, obviously you can do that. I like to do a combination of all of the above because it makes it nice and more interesting for me. Right, so there's some 12s to go down here now. There's underneath those I've got a line of 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I missed one out, so we'll take that as being 6. There we go, that's all of those. Then diagonally across there is another 1. There's one next to it below, next to it to the right, and next to it below. So that should be all of that colour as well. Let's just double check that there's no more 12s over that side. No. Easy, good. Very normal service on my laptop, says Shane. Thanks. Hopefully it's all okay. Right, let's see. What have I got now? I've got 2s. There's some 2s required, and again, they're all over on the left, so it's quite nice to get the left side done. These obviously are smaller bags because there's fewer of them. So we've got 3 over there. There we go. And there's 2 down the bottom. In the middle of that batch down there. And that's all of the 2s. Nice, right? What we got? 11. Have I got some 11s? Where's 11? What do 11 look like? 11 looks like that. Yes, it does look like that. So we've got these 3 in the top corner. Man says I've got a gremlin in my PC. Facebook Messenger is showing. It's fired random questions at random people. I had to refresh the page to find out the stream started 36 minutes ago. Yeah, the stream did start with a bit of a strange glitchy type thing, but yeah, it should all be okay. Right, that's all the 11s for that top quadrant. There's a couple down the bottom here. And we've got to do some stuff over the other side with these. None down there. None down there. Right, a few in the middle-ish here. There's one there. That's the easiest one to start with. So it's 4 across and 3 down. That one? Yeah, that looks like there. Right. Then going across here, there's that one there. Then there's diagonally down from that and next to it. And that's all of the 11s. Cool. Nice. Any 10s? Lots of 10s. Right. Okay, let's start with 10s. Down the bottom. Why not? We'll start randomly all over there. Facebook and Insta are a mess this week, according to Muse. I haven't had any Facebook trouble, although I've been back at work and not really paying attention to Facebook during the day. So it may well have been horribly glitched, but I didn't notice. Let's put that one there. Then there's one next to it, one above it, one next to it. The nice thing about doing this rather than doing the diamond art is it isn't sticky. So you can lean on it anywhere you like and it won't cause any problems. Now we've got 4 going up there, so that's 2. And there's got to be 2 more. If I can get the right way up. If you get the wrong way up, Lego doesn't work, you know. It's very strange. Going across that one. And then up for 6. By the looks of it. Alright, so that's gone across, so it's got to go up 6. So it's 2, 4, it's all the way up to them. Which is exactly where it should be. Yeah, things are coming together. It's working. You says no glitch. They did updates and tried to roll back and broke it as usual. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, when they try to fix things, but instead of fixing them, they just make it worse. 2 more of those. Down up there towards that. That is indeed fitting in with those. Cool. 2 next to that. Just subtle shading, but with Lego bricks, it's very strange. 1 more down there on the edge, like that. Right. What have we got then? We've got 2 up there. And then 2 next to that. There we go. That's that. Alright, so then there's a couple more coming on from this. That's actually got to be 3 going across there. Then it goes up. And across 1 more. All ends. Like it when we get some bits done. Right, so what we got next up, 9 over there. I might as well, if I've got those, I have. Let's see what 9s I can put in. There's 3 going down there. 1, 2, and 3. Any more? Not yet. There's some down the bottom there. No 9s up there that I can see. So what have we got down here? Next to the bottom one, I didn't put these black ones in. That's interesting. Right, so we've got that there. Then there's, that should be there, I think. Next to that 13, yes. So I've got to come back and do some more 1s. I'll do those once I finish these. So there's 1 there. Right, what we got down here? We got 13, 13, 11, then 14, then 2 9s. And that goes all the way up to that 1 there. That one. Across there as well. I do wonder how many bits are going to be left over. I think it's going to be loads, because they need to provide you with enough of each colour to do each of the 3 pictures. Not all together, I understand, but they do all still individually need to be the same, and they're not going to be made out of all the same colours, each of them. They may be similar, but they're not going to be exactly the same, are they? Right, that was that. Let's get the black ones back. I need 4 of those by the looks of it. So they go in those 2 gaps down there. And then those 2 gaps up there. Right, now I'm finished with the black ones. Right, let's see, what have we got? 7 is the big batch over there. Let's get all of them done, shall we? There's none over this side, so it's just along here. Oh, split the bag open a little bit too much in the wrong direction. So hopefully that's not going to cause problems down the line. Right, so we've got all of this going across there and down to there. So that's just a block all the way across there. Right, that's nice and easy to do. I'm talking about flowers now for some reason. So it's probably about halfway through this one. So yeah, we're still on for about half an hour, I think. I shall be finishing again about 8:30 or thereabouts. So I don't know as yet if Fox and Colin are streaming. If they are, it'll probably be about 9. Although knowing Fox and Colin, it might also be at midnight. So you know, it could be any time. Right. So going across from that, we've got
4 of these, which fills us up across to the other one. That's good. Right, does this fill? Yeah, this just fills in all the way up to the 10s. So basically, that entire block here is full of these. So this is going to take a little while, but it's nice and easy because it's all just one colour. But you've still got to put them in one at a time. There's no shortcuts like there is with some of these diamond art things where you can do, you know, a big mass of them. I can tip a few of them out and do it a little bit faster, but not by very much. It's been cold here this week. Monday was miserable to start with, raining and horrible, and actually it slowed a little bit as well, I think. But yesterday was all sunny but cold. Today's been mostly sunny but cold, but warmer than yesterday. So I've got no idea. I haven't looked at weather forecasts as to what's planned for the rest of the week, but I'm expecting it to be cold and sunny, just for the sake of variety. But it's always been nice to have different weather. I'd be bored if I lived in somewhere that was, you know, the same climate all the time. Even if it was a nice climate, I still like a little bit of variety, a little bit of not being 100% certain what it's going to be like when you wake up. So, yeah. So, yeah. Athel says if it's at midnight, he'll be in his beddy boys. He needs his beauty sleep. No comments. I wouldn't dream of commenting on that. That would be more than my life's worth talking about things like that. Although, talking about midnight starts, I've adjusted the timing of this coming week's Midnight Murders. If you're unaware, on a Saturday night at UK midnight time, I have been playing Hitman and working my way through Hitman 1 and 2. I've got as far as Hitman 3, but due to being back at work and needing beauty sleep, I've pushed the time forward a little bit. I still called it Midnight Murders, although I think I called it close to midnight or almost Midnight Murders or something. I'm going to be starting at 11 PM, an hour earlier than previous times. So if you have been following along and watching, then make sure you get there a little bit earlier. Or you can always rewind and watch the beginning, or watch it delayed, or watch it on catch up. But if you want to watch live and join in the chat, say be aware that it's a slightly different time to previously. See how it works. But that starting an hour earlier means that I'll finish an hour earlier, which means that I can go to sleep an hour earlier, and my life is a bit more natural. Lynn just checked on Colin's channel. He hasn't posted anything. No, he's probably still waiting for Fox to reply. You know what Fox is like. So that's that. I haven't done that. 15s. There's some 15s up there. I saw them. That's those 4 gaps that I've got there are all 15s. If we haven't heard by the time I finish, then make sure to check across on Best of 67's channel. I'm sure you all know it and like and subscribe to it and everything, because there may be a Colin and Box stream happening at some point this evening. There's one more 15 up the top there, like that. One random one, 2 down the bottom there as well. Quanaman already stuck my thumb up, Chris. I meant poor Chris. Yes, I assumed that was what you. I'm sitting quite comfortably, so I thought that was probably what you meant. That looks like all the 15s. What have I got here? 14s. There's some 14s again. Random dots of 14s around by the looks of it. We've got one there. 2 there. One directly under that 15, and one just off at a slight angle. Then we've got 2 in that gap there. There we go, and the 5 in that gap down there. Cool, that fills in that missing gap. I like filling in gaps. Max here, Max Models. Later than I thought. I was volunteered to do dishes. Yeah, you would. Someone volunteered you for it. You didn't volunteer yourself, obviously. Go, that's that one. These being across the bottom mean they're probably going to be quite prominent on the top of the next tile down. Right, that's all of those by the looks of it. And none in the middle there that I've skipped over, so that's that. Any 3s? We use any 3s in this one? Not that I can see. It looks like that's the one that's not being used. 8s. I've seen some 8s. There's quite a lot of 8s. Right, let's figure out how I'm going to maneuver this to get there like that. I think is probably the best way I can do this left-handed. So we've got 2 there. You mean voluntold, says Muse. Yeah, that's probably a good way of putting it. There's 2 more there. And 1 more working its way down towards those. Cool. Right, let's see what else have we got. Lots. So the 4th line is a line of 7 of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That entire line down there has got to be these. Cool. I thought I'd get a few out earlier rather than having to do them individually. I didn't drop them out the bag at all. It's fine. It was all planned. That one and that one. Getting the right way out. They go on easier, as I said earlier. That's the... right, so we've got 3 coming off that dodgy angle from that. That's the 3rd one down. Right, filling in underneath those 14s. Cool. That one and that one. Then going down from here, we've got 1 down there, and then diagonally away from that, 1 there, and 3 down on that. Then 1 across. Leave 1 gap in there, which is going to be one of the white ones, one of the 6s, the other colour to do. Down from that, all the way down to there, with a couple more glitching out. Alright, what we got there, 2 there. It's sort of coming together as being almost recognisable, but not. 2 there, 1 there. 1 there, and then it's just filling up that line. Cool. Right. Yes, so if you've been paying attention to my channel, you will be aware that there are 2 new build series imminently coming. A couple more part works that I've been able to start doing. Let's do 4. Any 4s? There are no 4s, so these should all be 6s. So we've got 1, 3, 4, 2. No, there's 2 4s there. Look, there they are. 4. This 4 isn't even open. Look, that's the one that I haven't even opened yet. Let me open that. Where's my knife? I can't find my knife. That knife won't cut it. I'll have to tear it open. Yes, so there are 2 new part works forthcoming on this very channel. The Enterprise build, the Enterprise D from Star Trek The Next Generation, which I'm very much looking forward to doing. 3 of those. There's one in the middle there that doesn't seem to be a 6. What's that? It's got to be another 10. Let's find that. Not 9. 10. There we go. Yes, the Enterprise D is going to be a big ongoing part work for the next 2.5 years. And I've been contacted by Fan Home, the people that I'm doing the... I've not opened these either. The people that I'm doing the Iron Man build by. And they asked me if I'd like to do the R2-D2 build. So obviously I said, yes please, that'd be lovely, thank you very much for thinking of me. Although I have already done the R2 build, but I never filmed the beginning of it. I got into filming videos before I thought about filming part works. So it'll be interesting to start that afresh, but without being fresh, if you know what I mean. I think the first 30 odd episodes I never actually got around to filming, so that's the first 6 months of the build is all going to be completely new content. And I'll probably be doing things a little bit differently on the rest of the build anyway. Hopefully my filming and talking to people skills have improved, so the videos should be better. It'll be interesting to compare some of the later issues to their older counterparts to see just how differently I did things. So when I go back and look at, issue 57 or whatever, be interesting to look at how the differences are. So that will be interesting. And of course, just the mere fact that they contacted me out of the blue and said, would you like to do a build for us, is very ego boosting, shall we say. And yeah, I basically snapped their fingers off and said, yes, that'd be lovely, thank you very much, send it to me now, send it. Have you sent it yet? I haven't received them yet, but I apparently have been shipped the first 2 issues, the way they send these things out every month. The first one's always a shorter delivery. So when I get those, I shall film those and release those as soon as possible. The same with the Enterprise, that could be coming any day now. The next 4 issues of Iron Man are also out for delivery. So again, at some point, probably during the next week, they shall arrive. And I shall start filming and release those as soon as I can as well. So there should be quite a few part works happening on my channel in the near future. So hopefully it'll work out that I can do like one of them a week and then release the videos throughout. So most days there should be a video release, which would be quite nice. So that's the first or the second panel completed. It's going to connect onto that one like that, but I won't do it yet because it hasn't told me to. So I'll put those both off way to one side. I'll have another drink, and then I shall start the third and final of today's build. Put the 6 things in and then start doing that. So we're doing basically the reverse of what I did just before. So let's have a look. I'll have a look at chat while I'm doing that as well. Right. Sarah Jane's done a New York pizza. It was lovely. Cool. He says that was fast eating. Make it so, Chris, says Steve131. Absolutely #1. Yeah. Kind of man says, if you bop me on the head enough, I can do Klingon cosplay. Yeah, no, I don't like eating live food. It's not very pleasant. Still no sign on my Warhammer subscription, says Muse. That's only just started, though, isn't it? They've only just started doing that in the US, I believe. So yeah, give them a chance. Everything's still a bit messed up in the world at the moment as well, isn't it? So Chaos says, I've seen there's a 1/250 part work of the Titanic with internal and external lighting available. I did see that. I was going to tell Ted about that, and then I forgot. But yes, I'd seen that advertised. I have no interest in doing that. That's going to be even huger big than a big thing. So no, I don't think I'd be doing that. Even if they turned around to me and said, would you like to do it for free? No, admittedly, if they said that, then I would. But they're not going to, so I won't be. John's here as well. Evening. And Colin's back. Just joined not long ago. Things are slow for them as they is. Yes, so yeah, don't panic it yet. But I'm sure they'll get there. But it might take them a little while to settle in. It's the first time they're doing a release over there as well, isn't it? So logistics have got to be set up and organised and everything. So yeah, don't jump up and down at them quite yet. Right, starting off with the golds, the 7s. Gap of that, then there's a gap of 2. Then that goes all the way down to there. There's 2 of those going down there. That goes across there. 3. So that goes down 2 and then across there. Then there. So that's one to the 3rd line. The 4th line is again down there. Then one more across there. Down 1. Back in 1. Down 1. Back in 1. And that's that. Then I've just got to fill in that gap. Right, let's get a few out. Probably about enough. I think I caught that one. That might not count either. I'll see if I caught it or not. I did. There we go. Yeah, see, sorted. Sarah Jane's telling Max models you just have to take a bin bag to the outside of a window. All you do is throw the plastic utensils out the window, then empty one every so often. Yeah, I mean, it's good for the washing up, but it gets a lot more expensive doing it that way, and it's not so good for the environment. So I can't condone plastic utensils for every meal. For occasional use, yes, it's not a problem. Well, that probably is still a problem, isn't it? You're probably not meant to use them ever. But I was only 1 away from getting it spot on with the bill, with the number of bits that I pulled out. I was very impressed with that. There's that. One more. Put them over this side now when I've done them. So that is all the 7s. It is. Let's have a look. 10 going across the top there. Let's do 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. No more 10s up there, but there are a couple coming up. They're going down here. Let's do those first. That one. And that one. 2 more underneath that as well. I do have every intention to do an evening with tomorrow night. I know I missed out last week, but this week I should be here. Hopefully, so a couple of the gang and or patrons may turn up and give me something to talk to while I'm doing it. 2, 4, the 6th one across, 1 down. It's that one there. Yeah, if anyone turns up for me to talk to, then I should be around for the normal hour and a half or so. If nobody turns up and it's just me, then it will be less time, because you know, you don't need to sit there and listen to me chat to myself for a while. Right, that's that. I've done those 2, so we've got one going across here, then 1 down, getting in that gap there. Come on. And 1 across. There's 2, got 4 going across there. 3, 4. Muse has got to get going later on. See you later, Muse. Thank you for popping in. Always nice to have a chat. 2, 3, 4 of those as well. That's that. Then there's 2 underneath those bottom 2. That fits in with the gold. 2 there. Then there's a gap of 1 and 1 more. Then we've got what we got. 3. There's 1 more under there. Then there's 1 more diagonally from that, right? Then 2 under that one is that one, and then diagonally there, and 2 on the bottom in that corner. and then a couple more, I think. Lynn says, I wish you could join me tomorrow, Chris, but got to work. I'm too dang depressed to work. Yeah, but you got to work. Working's, you know, one of those things that happens. So I'm back to work now. You got to look on the bright side of it, in that, you know, at least by going out and working, you bring home some money, which you can use to buy Lego and model kits and things. So yeah, it might be, you know, sad thinking about having to go and do it, but there's a reason for it, isn't there? At the end of the day, you're getting, you know, you're doing stuff. That's something that's fallen out of there. Okay, right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for 11s, I think. 14, that's 11. 11s are the next ones to do across the top. So I use that as the one to decide what I want to do. I've got to put 4 11s in, and then we figure out where the rest of the 11s go on the tile. That seems like a plan for me. There's 4 11s, right? Then I've got 3 more on the next line down. And they're going from that one. So they fill in that gap, that's good. Closing in the gaps is a good thing. Oh, there's lots of 11s in the middle bit, right? It might not have been the best one to choose. Let's put those away and come back to them in a minute. Let's do some 15s. Which are these dark ones? There's 115 there, I can see. Finishing off that line. There's a couple more over there. 5s and 1s over the other side. There's 15 down the bottom. Get that lined up, and I can see exactly which square that goes on. It's that one. A couple more there. So 3, 4, 5th and 6th ones up are 15s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 15s. 2 more up there. The second line down there. And then diagonally from that one. That seems to be all the 15s. Let's get the 1s and the 5s done over the other side. That seems like a good way of getting some distancing and spacing happening over on that side. Sarah Jane's offering to write a sick note for Lynn. I don't know if you're allowed to give sick notes at a hospital. That's sort of, yeah. I don't know. I think they might notice that if you're not really sick. I don't think the fake cough would work in most hospitals. Or if it would, then they're not very good hospitals. That one there. Right, there's one down the bottom on that one. Then we've got the second one up there. Then that one. And then those 3. No more in the middle bit there, so we'll just work on this side now. From that one we can go up 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block of 9 across the top of those. Lynn's drinking a Dr. Pepper nicknamed prune juice. What? I don't quite understand. Is it a Dr. Pepper or is it a prune juice? Who knows? Two more by the looks of it. That one. And that one. That should be all of those done. So then we get to fill in lots of the blue 5s. That one there. 2 there. 3 there. Oh, lots of there. It goes around the corner and continues on down. And basically all of these are going to be 5s, but I don't know how far across. So we've got 2 there. Then there's that one. Then there's that one underneath. Then that goes diagonally 2 across. and then straight down to that, and then everything in there is these. Good, nice and easy. Seems to be easier and faster than last week. I don't know if that, I mean, last week I had to label up all the bags and everything as well, so the behind the scenes stuff is a bit easier. Don't know if I'm just getting used to doing it or that's just how it's working. Although I think next week's is going to be a bit more complex because there's no big areas of black and blue to do. So that whole first tile that was relatively easy, I don't get that to do next time. And we have to do the entire frame and stuff next time as well. So hopefully I am just getting better at it in practice and putting them in. So it won't take a lot longer next week finishing it all off. Even if I don't finish the frame, if Ted's about next week and I have to be gone at this particular time, then even if I don't finish the frame and everything, I'll be able to finish the actual buildy bit. Right, let's have a look. What else have I got to do down here? I've got to do some 11s. I was looking for 11s before, wasn't I? There we go. These are the ones that there's lots of all over the place. But now I've got places to bounce off of. It might be easier. Or I might just be able to do a few down the bottom here and then come back to do the middle bit in a bit. We're going across there. And that goes up there. Like that. Goes around that 10, goes around the other 10. Basically just fills in that gap there. All the way up to the middle bit. Yep. Easy up to there. Like that. And then fairly easy going up from there even. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Quite a few, so I'll get a few out. And we'll go from there. Right, so we got next to that one is 1. And above it. So we've got those 2. Like that. Then there. And there. And they both go all the way across. I don't know about all the way across, but they go a long way across. Yeah. 1, 2, is that one? No, it's not that one. See, I've done the wrong one. I've gone one too high. There's just the 1 on there. The rest of them are down lower. Across there. Right, so what we've got down here is those 2. There's 4 above it. 2, 3, 4. That's those 4 there. Then that one goes from there all the way across. The one above goes from there all the way across. That's 3, so that one actually goes to the right one as well. Good. That makes sense to me. And that one, and that one, and that one. So that's got to fill in across there. I don't need lots more of these. I'll just get a few more out. So going across that one, I've got 2. The one above it is just 1. And then it's just filling in those 2. So again, I was only 1 short of getting the bits out that I needed. Quite impressive, again. So that's that one there. Right, that's that one done. What else have we got? 6s. Let's do some 6s now. There's just a batch of them in the middle. Gap of 1.
I don't know that one.
I wasn't talking to you, that's okay. 3 across there. Then there's 5 across there. So that's going up diagonally there, and then diagonally one more up. There we go. That's 2. And then it's just the rest of these going across there. This is obviously his other eye. Eye. Because we did one eye before. 2 more. Not 2 more eyes, 2 more of these white bits in this eye. He's only got the 2 eyes. That's them. Right. What's this? 3s? Any 3s? No, there's some 2s. Don't see any 3s. Let's get rid of that. Let's do the 2s. Well, I've got these 2s here. The one that, yeah, it's very, very opened. Some 4s there, 2s up here next to the 12s that I haven't done yet on this panel. It's there, so 2 there. And below it. And then under that 11. And then 3 more next to that. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there, and the other one that flew off that I picked up and is gone there. I noticed I haven't dropped any yet tonight. It's too early to say it, I know, but I haven't dropped any yet tonight. I made 3 of these to surround that eye. I dropped a few on the top, but dropping them out your hands to the table doesn't count. It's unofficial droppage. That's that. Right, what are these? 14s. Yes, I saw some 14s. There's one there. Line of 4 of them going up diagonally over there. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That one. Then there's a couple more down there. So across from that and underneath it. Yep. And 2 more at the top under those 2s. That one. And that one. Yep, that looks like all of those. Right, what have we got? 9s. Where's the 9s? That's 9s. There's lots of 9s. 3 going across that gap there. 1, 2, and the 2 that are stuck together. There we go. 3 going across the top. And then 4, 5 going down from that right one. So 4 more of them. There's 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. That's that. No more there. Let's see who the beeping message is. You're right. That's that. That's all the 9s. 8s. Any 8s? Any 8s? Any 8s? Any 8s? Can't see any 8s. Right. Looks like just the 2 darker colours to go then. We've got the bright red 12s, which there is a line of basically going down there. So let's start off with those. We've got 3, 5 going down there. Is that going to fill in that gap exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does indeed fill in that gap line going down there. Then we go across and then down 3 more. 1, 2, 3, leaving 1 gap there suspiciously, which has got 13 written on it, which is this bag I've got here. Let's put that one in there while I'm here. Then we've got underneath those 2s, we've got 1 more there. Then diagonally going down 3 more. 2, 3. I don't know why, but this one is giving me more of a look of an actual face than the other side didn't. I don't know. Might be the angles. So those 3 going down there. 2 there. Going all the way down to where I can get to down the bottom. And then going off over that way. Looks like I missed a 5 down there as well. Which is fine. That one, that one. That one. That's all the 12s. So 13 should fill in most of the rest of these gaps, except for down here. So there's 1 there. Those 2 there are indeed. Then those 3 going up there are indeed. Right. So far so good. 1, 2, 3, and then those 4 up there are indeed, and what we got there, 14s. I've missed some 14s. I've got to come back and do some 14s. Let's put these in there then. There, and there. Come on, get the right way around. You know you want to. There we go. Right, let's get the 5 down there. Now, all of these 14s, you've got 3, 3, 3, and diagonally down there. Yes, they're all 14s. What do 14s look like? They look a lot like those. So, let's get all of these in. And that will be the end of today. Done. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Might as well come both out. There you go. 4 and 5. Another tile complete, just like that. And then it says put them together and then put them together. So let's do that and then be ready for next time. So today's work, we have these which go together. I do like the way when they go together you just can't tell whether, I know it's Lego, you can't ever tell, but it just does something the way it goes together like that. So that was today's work. We'll move the book out of the way for now. Actually, before I put it all together, let's just have a quick look through it. It's just to put it together, so we'll do that. Next up is obviously the next 3 panels. 1, 2, and 3. This one's got a nameplate to put on it as well. It gives you a nice option. You can have either a nameplate or it tells you what colours to put in there instead. I think I'll go with the nameplate because, you know, what people might not know. Then you've got to put them together. And then you've got the whole, whichever one you've done, you've got to put bricks around the edge and stuff. So yes, that'll be ready for next time. But that was this time. That was last time. So let's, for the first time, see them together. That's still on screen. That's on camera, and that isn't. Right, there we go. Slide that together first. There you go. 2/3 of the way through. It's looking a bit like Iron Man. It really is. If you squint at it a little bit and look at it from a distance and put it just a little bit out of focus, then yeah, you can get away with that. That's an Iron Man picture. I'm happy with how that's coming together. So 1 more week to go for the final 3 sections. And that should use up the majority of my bits, and then I'll be able to push this back a little bit further so you can get the whole thing in one shot. Maybe, just about. I might have to use a slightly wider camera angle for that. Lynn says that's big. Yes, it is getting quite substantial. So yeah, I'm not unhappy with it. It seemed
expensive. Admittedly, I didn't buy it. It was a gift from my anniversary from my wife. But yeah, it's quite substantial. So yeah, as a longer shot, it looks better, doesn't it? So once that's completed, it will be going up behind me somewhere. I'll find somewhere to mount it. So that'll be over there. But yeah, I'm very happy with how that's coming along. So that was another Wednesday. Another Wednesday done, all finished. Glad you're enjoying making it, says John. I am indeed, thank you. Steve says, looking good, Chris. Thank you very much. So yes, that was Wednesday. Next week, I say, it will be back to this, finishing off the build. And then the week after, something different. We'll find out something else to do. I hope you've been enjoying the build, liking along. If you do like it, click the like button. Obviously, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And, you know, you find more videos to watch. I shall see you soon. Tomorrow night is Wednesday. No, today's the Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. So it's time for an evening with. So at 8 p.m, I shall be returning. Alone, maybe. Possibly with other people. It won't be Lynn because she's got to work. Oh. But other than that, I'll be here. And we'll see you then for that. This week is my War Hamster on Sunday evening. So I shall be about at 8 p.m. on Sunday as well. But before that, obviously Saturday night is the Midnight Murders at 11 p.m. I can't call it 11 p.m. murders. It doesn't work. I'll still be doing it at midnight. It's just that I won't be starting at mid. You know what I mean. So it looks better than I thought it would, to be honest, says David Paul. Yes, initially the sound of it doesn't sound very good, but from anything other than up close and personal, it does look quite good. So yes, thank you very much. Happy birthday, Gemma, says Lynn. Yes, that's a couple of days' time, but yeah. So thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Do let me know if you are. Do let me know if you aren't as well. If you do want to dislike, the dislike button's down there as well. But do let me know why you're clicking the dislike button. Don't just click and run. But I shall see you soon for more things. And yeah, keep an eye on the channel for other things. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye.